Hey, it's Stephanie, your empowered creativity coach. As a Christ-centered business coach, I help women business owners who are really feeling stuck and frustrated in their business develop a brand that magnetically attracts her ideal clients. And it's so much fun to see the light bulbs go off when you realize who you're really talking to. Because we can try so hard to appeal to everybody, but when we do that, our language, the words that we use, the sentences we put together, the problems we try to solve become so watered down that we're really just noise. And so we actually repel our ideal customer because she really can't figure out what we're going to try to help her with. So today, I want to talk to you about just that. Before you can talk to your ideal customer, you have to know, what is she struggling with? What is her problem? Where is she frustrated in her business? And once you know that, you can then look at what you offer and say, can I help her? And then do that. So when you're trying to figure that out, what is it that is her problem? What is she struggling so much with? How do you do that? How do you do that kind of market research that gets you those answers? Well, I'm going to clue you in on a few things that I do to help me with that. One, I am part of many business building Facebook groups. These are women who are coming together to help encourage each other, help each other, lift each other up, provide training to each other. But in that group, there are some great questions that you can ask to help to gather that information that you need. Another idea is to go and look on Amazon. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of business books out there. There are thousands and thousands of books that probably address what you help people with. Go look at those books that seem to appeal to you and see what the comments are. See where they were stuck, where were they frustrated, and how did the book help them? And see if you can kind of fit the bill there as well. Can you help them in the same way? Now, that might make you think, but if there's thousands and thousands of books already doing it, why do they need me? Well, they need you because you bring a very, very unique perspective. You bring you to the table, and you offer something thousands of those authors don't. You also offer personal service. They can have a conversation with you. Even if that conversation is just through comments on Facebook, they get to actually talk to you. They can ask you a question. But also, you just bring your own uniqueness, your own flair, your own personality, your own take on the issue. And you deliver that in a way that appeals to your ideal customer. But you have to do it on purpose, and you have to know what you're going after. You have to know who it is you're talking to. We've talked about this in other videos where we discuss where I have discussed that, that ideal customer. Sorry, I got distracted on my phone. I forgot to put do not disturb on my phone. But when you're talking to that ideal customer, when you're trying to figure out who she is, you really need to hone in on what are her pain points and how do you identify that? How can you do market research to find out if what you offer is going to help address that? Is it something that people want? Is it something that they need? I will tell you this, instead of being worried about imposter syndrome or thinking that the market is saturated, know that there's something unique in you that is going to attract customers to you. And there's something in others that they're not going to resonate with. They're not going to connect with them, but they'll connect with you. And so you can stand firm and confident within that what those gifts that God gave you, the way that you speak, the way that you communicate is going to appeal to the right people. But you have to know who you're going after so that you can tell them how you help them, so that you can help them when it comes up, so that you can offer them tips, right? So my challenge to you over this weekend is to really think about where can you do some market research to determine, if you don't know who your ideal customer is, go find out what some other people with what you offer, what are people struggling with? And is there one thing that keeps coming up that you can say, if I can address that one thing, I can probably help them with some other things. But if I can kind of hook them with the one thing, then I can introduce them to the other services that I offer and that can help them in other ways in their business. So what is that one thing that you can bring to the table so that your customers are no longer stuck and frustrated in their business and they can move on to have amazing success? If you already know what that is, I'd love for you to put it in the comments and share it. This is Friday, and I love sharing on Friday. Just go ahead and share what your business is. What do you do? How do you help your customer? And what do you think is your unique selling proposition, as to use marketing terms? What is that thing that you bring to the table that is so unique that people are going to come to you instead of somebody else? Have a fantastic weekend. We are actually this weekend, we are headed to an amusement park up in Pennsylvania. We're going to Hershey Park. I'm so excited to go and do that with my family and take a few days off from thinking about business so much. I don't think that I'll be able to not think about it at all. There are a few things. I am leading into this challenge that's coming up at the end of the month. We're doing the Nail Your Niche Challenge. So if some of these questions that I presented today were a little bit of a struggle for you, you may want to hop on board in that challenge, because there are some steps I'll take you through that will help you get there to really define who your ideal customer is. And so I'm going to take a few days off before I get fully into all of the challenge work the next week, and then yeah, I can be a little refreshed through the challenge. So if you do know who your ideal customer is, man, tell us. Share it in the comments and let me know. I'd love to hear it, because I'd love to find out about other people's businesses and just know what all is out there and who's doing it, because it's just so much fun. And I'd love to know, like, is there somebody, you may be out there doing something, offering a service or a product that I need or somebody else on this page needs, and we can all help each other. And it is my goal in my business to not only create a business that I love, but to help other women create businesses that they love, so that we all just get better together. And that is truly, truly what I want out of my business. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Go have fun. Get out in the sun. Hopefully it'll be sunny. I think it's supposed to be raining here, but I won't be here. Hopefully it's sunny where I'm going. And I will catch y'all next week.